Congratulations, all of you, on just an exciting series. I'm going to start with Jessica.
Hi.
Jessica, I heard that in filming in Colombia, there was a problem with fire ants. Is that true?
It's true. There was an issue with many of the world's creatures and insects down there. Yes, I had a bunch of fire ants thrown on my person.
No.
Yeah, which was very exciting. I think I made it. I think I made it through one take.
Wow.
But I also, as you've seen, picked up a scorpion and
You know, we were often doing scenes, walking through the jungle, and then I would always see these guys around us, with these long metal sticks, and they would be watching out for snakes, and I would never know. Yeah, I would never know. Is this? I didn't really. I wasn't sure whether that made me feel safer or not. I'm like, what do you mean? You need to stand this close to me to check for snakes? Are there that many snakes?
I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
No, completely in the character's mind.
All that has to inform your characters, though, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
That was the real gift of this show, is that we were in actual places, in real locations,
Yes.
experiencing real elements.
Every moment, what was a real gift on this job was that there was no faking it. There was no lovely, studio where we built the stage and we built the set. It was car journeys through treacherous terrain, to inhabitable areas of the jungle, and if you ignore all of that, then you're wasting a very important tool that can inform your character's journey, the energy level, the heat, the noise, the sounds of the insects, the dirt, the smell. I mean, everything was a tool that just helped all of us in each environment that we worked in. Just as an extra piece of costume almost, it felt like I'm going to own this. I'm going to wear this. I'm going to smell like this, because every place we went, there was, talking about the smells, and there's some smells I wish I never smell again.
Michiel, in working in Colombia and all that, were the people generous and giving?
Oh, we had an amazing experience working in Colombia. I would say our crew was probably almost 90% Colombian. And they were some of the best crew members that we've ever worked with.
Jessica, talk to me about the relationship in the series between your characters. I know that you're married, and your brother is involved in this rescue operation, but you yourself, you're you're an action star in this.
I tried to keep up with the boys,
No,
I saw them working out and doing things, and I said, that's unfair.
No, I think honestly, the biggest stunts in this series are probably performed by Jesse.
I don't know if that's true.
I mean,
saw
that
you
waterfall,
rooftops in a favela, and you almost literally flew off of a cliff. I mean,
we have some brag rights, but
I did try to keep up, but I will not.
It was
be the
great.
winner.
I think we've all been we were pushed to our limits in a good way. And physically, I think we all embraced that. We knew that this wasn't going to be a walk in the park kind of job. It was going to be full on. And I think we all took that and ran with it and enjoyed the process and challenged ourselves, throughout the whole job.
In working with Mark, though, this guy really has an eye for action as well as where to place that camera. Do you have a relationship with Mark as far as talking about your character to him and bringing more to the screen?
Huge amount of dialogue. He was there. He was present for the whole job, the whole 9 months we were in Colombia. We had access to him, and he had access to us. Conversations were had the whole time. You don't learn 10 episodes of script. they start to slowly feed into your inbox, and you start going through them, and then you'd read them and you'd process them, and then you'd have conversations with Mark. And sometimes they would be on set, sometimes they would be in the car going to set in the morning, sometimes they would be in the evenings after we'd wrapped at lunchtime. But there was always a sense of dialogue that was free and open, and he was always up for listening to my ideas, and we were adapting constantly. Like constantly. Nothing was ever set in stone, because sometimes, when you have 10 hours to develop a character, sometimes the character does something in one moment and you go, well, if we don't address this, we're ignoring something really special that we didn't realize was part of this character's journey. And Mark immediately would go to rewrite something, to adapt, so every part of the journey was real and felt very organic, which I really enjoyed.
In our final moments, Jessica, what do you think audiences are going to take away from watching Echo 3?
I think they're going to be swept away by its scale and scope, not only visually and physically, but also emotionally as well.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, you guys did such a great job, and I love the little wisps of humor through it. And what an amazing little piece of film this is as far as a series goes. So congratulations. And we'll all be watching on Apple TV Plus.